Yes, folks, this is Ebro Trades. We're back with another video. Today's video is pretty simple. When I first started learning to trade, I found that there was like 1,000 videos out there about different setups, different strategies, ICT concepts, but there weren't very many videos explaining the very basics of becoming a profitable trader. And that is, how to backtest, how to keep a trading journal, how to build habits, the pragmatic, basic stuff that might seem like common sense for a lot of the more advanced traders. Um, so yeah, if you are an advanced trader who knows all this stuff, then this video isn't for you. But if you're a beginner who's looking to become profitable, then this video is super important. I suggest you watch it the whole way through. So backtesting, keeping a trading journal. Why is backtesting, keeping a trading journal important? I mean, it's a few things, but the gist of it is, when you've got a setup, you need to make sure that this setup is profitable. So you need to try it in real market conditions. Backtesting is a lot more time efficient than paper trading or forward testing because you've got access to a whole bunch of past data, and so you could take, you know, 3 months worth of trades in a single day if you're super efficient with it, as opposed to having to wait for the market to evolve day by day on a demo account or a paper account. It allows you to build confidence in your setup, and it allows you to extract data about your setup. And you could come up with metrics like your win rate, your loss rate, um, and improve those metrics over time. Data is king. You want to gather all that data and improvise, adapt, and improve your setup over time. And it also allows you to build up discipline. Journaling every single trade, I assure you, is going to build a lot of discipline within you, and it's just going to make you a professional. One of the biggest things that separates profitable traders from folks who do it as a hobby is that profitable traders take it serious and they're disciplined with their trading. They treat it like a job. So let's get straight into it. This is going to be a short video. Concentrate, watch it the whole way through. Feel free to pause if you need to pause. But let's get started. So the setup that I'll be using for the purpose of this video is my adaptation of the silver bullet. I call it the Ebro Trades silver bullet sweep. I've outlined here on the right all my headings, so my risk management, the indicators that I plan to use, my points of interest, relevant time. So I'm trading the silver bullet essentially. So you've got three time windows in the day. 8 to 9 is the London. 3 to 4 p.m. is New York AM. New York PM is 7 to 8 p.m. This is all London time, by the way, or BST time. You could adjust your time just over here. You click on this thing over here, and you can change your time zone. I know ICT teaches New York time, but I do London time because I live in London. The trading plan, you have to follow your trading plan word for word, literally. You know, if your trading plan does not present itself, if the setup word for word does not present itself in your session, then don't take a trade. Wait to trade another day, stick to the plan. Because as soon as you start, veering away from your trading plan, that's when you start to, become impulsive, become spontaneous, and start trading with emotions. We don't want that. That's how you lose a lot of money. My entries I've outlined over here. So, what conditions warrant me entering a trade? My stop loss, what conditions warrant me leaving the trade, and then my profit targets. For me, it's usually between 1 to 2 RR. There's a lot of traders out there that preach 5 RR, 6 RR. I don't think that's realistic. I like to keep things simple. I like to make money in a consistent, low risk way. So, how do we backtest? You go to a website called tradingview.com. You could also use MT4, but MT4's charts are just awful. So, I prefer TradingView personally. As a beginner, you get a 1 month free trial, but afterwards it's like £10 a month or something, so it's not too expensive. And the charts are great. So, you want to go to tradingview.com, make an account, choose the pairs that you want to trade. For me, I trade the Euro USD, GBP USD, SPX, and the NASDAQ. Sometimes GJ, sometimes gold, and sometimes Bitcoin. But these three are not my focus. My focus are these four pairs. And as a beginner, you should stick to only one pair. That's my rule of thumb personally. Get comfortable with one pair before taking on more pairs. All right. So you've chosen a pair. You have your setup. You have your TradingView account. You are going to go back in time to however many months or weeks in the past that you see fit. I'd say for a beginner, if you have a setup, back test it on at least 3 months worth of data. In my opinion, that's what I did. That's what worked for me. You could do less. I think that that is irresponsible because your data set is not big enough for it to be representative of different market conditions. You could also do more, but I think that's a waste of time. I think 3 months is the sweet spot. Um, so yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm just going to show you one example of how to do this, and then it's literally just you keep doing this for 3 months worth of data. So we'll use the replay button over here, go back in time to a random point in time. For us, that is Wednesday, the 19th of July, and we are trading the London session, so 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So I've used the vertical line tool to mark out my session, so 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. My trades can only be taken within this window. So if the trade doesn't present itself within this window, then there is no trade to be taken. And I stress that because you have to be disciplined with following your rules. If you don't follow your rules, start making mistakes. If you start making mistakes, you start losing money. We don't want that, you know? All right. So we've marked out our window. I've then used the horizontal tool over here to mark out my buy side liquidity, my sell side liquidity. Again, the focus on this video is mainly to show you how to backtest, how to journal. So I'm not delving too much into what the actual strategy I'm using is, what my setup is. But check my last video. I went through this setup in detail. I broke down exactly how I use this setup and I gave multiple examples. So if you have any curiosity with regards to my setup, watch the last video and write in the comments below if it wasn't clear and I can make another video about it. By the way, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff because, I'd appreciate it. And there's a lot more content coming. Anyhow, I digress. So we marked out our buy side liquidity, our sell side liquidity. I've also got a weekly low over here, which I think is, a super high potential confluence. I think price could tend towards this since we are already in a bearish market right now. So on the 5 minute time frame, we've gone back, we've marked our liquidity levels, we've marked our window, and now let's see if the setup presents itself within our time window. So let's just gradually forward the candles and let's see what happens. By the way, I'm using the indicator FVG Nephew Sam, which shows me all the fair value gaps that present themselves. You could also draw the fair value gaps manually. I prefer to use this indicator. I don't know who Nephew Sam is, but shout out to him. But you don't need to use this indicator. It's free, by the way. You just need to go on indicators and type its name. So, candle by candle, we are now waiting for the first fair value gap to form within the window. And we're going to see if we can trade a silver bullet off that. Bam! So over here, we see our first fair value gap. And it's literally this fair value gap over here. From this wick all the way here. So this is all candle, no wick. Right? All candle, no wick. So this is our fair value gap. All right, let's see what happens. Bam, we touch the fair value gap. And so we get our entry. So we're bearish. We have liquidity over here. We've got our fair value gap. We've got our optimal trade entry. We can now take a short position within the FVG. Entry right over here. And our take profit is just at this liquidity level for a risk reward of 1 to 2. And let's see what happens. Do we hit TP or no? Let me just extend this. So we're literally just waiting to see. Do we hit take profit? Yes, we do. There we go. We smashed TP. The trade was successful. I have successfully backtested this strategy on one trade. right? So what do I do now? I use this button over here to take a snapshot, copy image, and I head to my trading journal. Right, so this is the trading journal. So we mark out the date, the day, the session, the risk reward, whether or not we took a W or an L, hours held, any notes, and we paste our screenshot over here, just so we have, an image of what the trade looked like. And that is essentially how to journal a trade. Now, on a long enough time frame, you're going to have a whole bunch of trades in your journal. This notebook is going to be full of trades, and you're going to be able to go back and look at every single trade you made, whether or not it was profitable. You're going to find that there are certain things in common with the trades that won and things in common with the trades that lost. And using that data, you're going to be able to make better decisions in the future. You're going to be able to establish whether or not your setup is profitable. And that is how to backtest and journal your trades. Super quick, super simple, very easy. I wish a video like this was made back when I was learning to trade, because it would have saved me so much time. And yeah, this is what a trading journal should look like. The date, the day, the session, risk reward, the outcome, how long you held the trades for, any notes. In this case, I make a note of which setup I used and what my entry was. You could add whatever notes you want and then a screenshot. And that's all you need. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy. That's all you need. And yeah, that's it. Please like, subscribe, and please comment below any ideas you have for videos, any questions you might have, anything you need help with. And if you like the video, let me know. I appreciate it. I read all comments. I'm just starting out, I'm not an expert at YouTube, but I'm being disciplined with YouTube, and hopefully we're going to try to grow this channel. I've been trading for 18 months now, reached profitability after 6 months. So I've been profitable for around 12 months, funded trader. And I hope to help you lot do the same, and that's it. Peace. Take care, boys.